Hey guys, Narc00 here. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to learn how to tame animals. Let's crack on. Welcome guys, thank you so much. Okay, so taming animals. What do you need to do? First of all, there's two species that you can tame at the start. Okay, if you've got taming level 0 and you're starting, you can only tame pigs and sheep or rams or sow or boar. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, different animals require different materials or foods to tame. I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys to go to the wiki page to look up what you can tame. We can't tame a horse until we get to taming level 60. So first thing we do now is look for the material. So let's do that. Looking at the ground, you will right click on the ground and you go look for edibles. Okay, look for edibles. So I'm going to mostly go for taproot because that's what pigs like to eat. And for the sheep or ram, let's just say sheep, mutton as the game calls them, we want to use peas or cabbage, which are not edibles. Okay, they are the same things you will look for when you're searching for food to plant. Taproot, wheat and taproot. So taproot, I think it's edible taproot. It's got the white flowers by the looks of it. I think, yeah, edible berries, edible taproot. Looks like it's the white flowers that we want. Now you can go ahead and pick up all of these things that you hear on the ground, but I'm specifically looking for edible taproot. Okay, so I'll look again. Now, also, looking at this too, again, you won't level your any of your skills except Nature's Law while you're looking and picking these things. Okay, so only Nature's Law is going to go up. I've got mine locked still. It's still locked at 60. Oh yeah, I was going to make an episode like part 2 or something for farming, just to show you guys, but I'll just do it here anyway, because since you're watching through the series, hopefully, you will know that we planted some wheat and some flax the other day. This is what it looks like when it's halfway through its growth cycle. So this is flax, okay? This is what flax looks like when it's halfway through its cycle. And here's the wheat right here. Looks like wheat, okay? So when these are ready to pick, probably in the next couple of episodes, in other words, in my real lifetime, probably the next 2 or 3 days, okay? Right, now, got that over with. So let's continue on looking for edibles. Now we're going to want a fair bit, okay? Oh my gosh, my inventory is insanely messy after the last episode. I haven't had a chance to clean this up. I do apologize for that, guys. I've got to put some of this away. All right, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, guys, so I've gone ahead and cleaned up my inventory. I've also gone ahead and also pressing all these random buttons. So I've also gone ahead and picked up 5 lots of taproot. So I've searched for edibles 5 times and picked up all the taproot that's spawned. Okay, so this is what I came out with. It's probably roughly about 20 or something, maybe 20 or 25. It's probably more than what I need to get to level 30, because I don't actually, at this stage, want the actual pigs. Okay, I don't actually want them because I've got nowhere to put them or breed them just yet. That will come later. At the moment, I just want to get to 60 in my taming skill so I can find myself a horse and a moose. Okay, so this is a critical skill that you need to have in the game. Otherwise, you'll be running everywhere. I'm going to go see if I can find some pigs using these taproots and see if I can get to level, at least level 30. Okay, so I'll see you guys shortly once I've found some pigs. I just realized, actually, just as I was about to leave, I was just walking off just to find some pigs, and then I realized that we haven't actually covered how to do hunting yet. So I might have to marry hunting and this taming thing into this one video. So if you're watching this up to this point, I might as well show you guys how to actually find some animals to, well, tame. Like you can either walk around and just find them, or you can actually track animals. Okay, so to track animals, and this works for aggressive and passive animals, is if you've got your hunting high enough, for example, if your hunting is at 60, You can actually look for aggressive animals as well, like bears and wolves, to which I would say don't do that. Not yet until you've got some decent armor, which obviously we're not at that point. Go to an area, look at the ground, like this, and go look for peaceful animals, okay? The timing bar will go across, and if there's anything around, you will see some tracks appear. Okay, now, it'll make an error sound if there's nothing around where you are. Just keep doing tracking for peaceful animals until you don't get the message. It says you have found some animal tracks, I think it says. In this case, there's nothing around here, so it says you have failed to find any tracks. So if you hear that error sound, it means there's no animals, there's no tracks around where you are. So you just keep running around and looking at the ground, tracking for peaceful animals until you find something. Still nothing? And this is why, when it comes to actual hunting, like looking for meat, etc., it's great to have a horse, because you just get off the horse, look for animals, ride, get off the horse, ride. Okay, so I just keep looking. I've run a little bit further. Look at the ground. Hopefully we can find some tracks here to show you guys what it looks like. Still nothing. Now, where am I? The other thing too, of course, when you're looking for animals to hunt, check along the shore. Sometimes you always see stags and deer and things like that along the shore. Now, at the same time as leveling your hunting skill and your taming skill, you could also make yourself a sling, and when you do find an animal, attack it with the sling. Okay? I'll make that another video for actually gathering meat and harvesting animals and things like that, because I don't think it will take too long for me actually to level up my sling skill, because I think it's at 55 or something, because I'm a core. My character race is a core. I'd have to double check. Let's have a look. So we go to our combat skill tree. Yeah, 55. Right, so at 60, when we get a slinger to 60, we'll be able to... Sorry, when we get this to 60, we'll be able to start leveling up Archer and allow us to use the simple bow, which, to be honest, isn't very good. And there's a trick you can use too. I'll show you what that is when we get to it. Still haven't found any tracks. Hopefully we'll find some soon. Alright, well, I'll keep doing this, guys. You know what I've got to do. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm just going to keep searching for animal tracks, and I'll show you guys once I find some. I'll see you in a second. Okay, guys, how you going? I've seen my camera's moved a little bit. I felt like sitting back in my chair. Okay, so I've just managed to find some ball prints. They're on the ground just there. That's what they look like. Again, in the link in the description, that little wiki will give you a make out of what the different tracks look like, so you know what animal you're looking at. So this is just done by right clicking on the ground and looking for peaceful animals. So you get this, and you just follow it until you find the animal. Now sometimes, because the game is a bit buggy, and it will sort of stop development. Oh, there it is over there. Well, that's at least one of them. I can't really see it. Let me get a bit closer. It's a boar. So you've got to be careful with boars. Boars are actually aggressive. So if you get too close, they will attack you. Keep that in mind. The sow won't attack you. It'll just run away. Okay? I think there's another one up there. Oh, perfect. So if we end up taming one of these animals and it does come into inventory because you capture it, it becomes your friend sort of thing, they are quite heavy to carry. So keep that in mind also. So you will basically just follow these tracks on the ground until you find the animal that you're tracking, and there's one right there. That's a sow, so we'll start with that. Remember, don't get too close. It's right there in the grass. If I get too close, she will get up and start to run away. Now, if I get too close to a boar, he will actually attack you, okay? So there's actually 3 pigs in this area that I can see, all right, which is amazing. And there's also a lot of apples around where we are as well, so we'll pick up some apples while we're here eventually too. So, how do you tame a boar or a pig? Right, so I've got those taproots. Pigs eat taproot, or they eat wheat, okay? Well, I'm not going to go looking for wheat. If I find wheat, I'm going to replant it. I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm going to use taproot. Okay, so let's get close enough to it where you can get close enough to it until, I think it's about 4 or 5 squares away. Press F3. Yeah, it's within 2 squares. You can tame the animal. So what you'll do, you press tame. It'll pop up with this little window here. start with your lowest quality taproot first, okay? Because the higher the quality of the taproot, the higher chance you've got of actually taming the animal faster. At this stage, we don't want to tame the animal fast. We want to get to level 30 in taming, so we're going to start with the lower stuff first. So I've got 6 quality 10 taproot, which is the lowest that I've got. I'm going to start with that, okay? Press select. Animal lore is increased to 5.39, okay, after 1. So this shouldn't take long at all. Do it again. Get 10. So almost at 30. Right, okay, so we got to 30. That's good. So what do we get when we get at 30? Let's click on L. Animal lore. 30 can breed animals inside barns. That's what we get from that. There's no recipes in that. But at 60, we can tame big attainable animals and breed them inside small stables. In other words, horses and mooses. So I'm going to continue on leveling my taming by doing this. Again, finding the lowest quality stuff I can. There's one level 14. We'll use that one up first. I'm still getting 5 points per. That's good. Level 22. Oh, quality level 1. That will definitely fail. Now, eventually, this pig will eventually be tamed. And I'll get like this little piece of paper. It'll pop up in my inventory once I've tamed it. There it is. Okay, see, that's what it looks like. So that's what you get when you've tamed an animal. Now, it's the same sort of thing for horses. It's the same sort of thing for cows, aurochs as they call in this. It's the same sort of thing for chickens and that. You'll get this piece of paper. It looks like a deed of some sort with a red mark on it. That will end up on your inventory. Now, these don't go old. They don't die, nothing like that. They just take up a lot of weight. Now, if you get, when you get a barn, you can put a male pig and a female pig, and they will start to breed. But you've got to be able to feed them and that sort of stuff. That's a whole nother video. We'll get into that. So, we now have a pig in inventory. We can't do anything with it just yet, but eventually we'll be able to slaughter that pig, okay, and kill it and get the meat and the bones from it. So let's find another pig, which I saw one around here earlier. Now, if you lose the... Oh, the other thing too, of course. After you've tamed the animal that you've been tracking, the tracks will disappear, okay? So, it was up around here somewhere. I don't think it was too far away. So, we'll go and find this other pig. There's one up there, but I don't want to get... If it's a boar, I don't want to get too close to it. So that's the boar. Hopefully that's another sow. It's just that sow. Awesome. Perfect. That's what we want. Another sow. So we'll get close enough to it. Tame it again. What's the next lowest closer? 2 level 15s there. We'll use that. Okay. It's going to run off. Eventually it'll stop running. But if you keep chasing an animal, even when you're hunting it and trying to kill it and hit it with an arrow or something, you'll notice they'll run for about, I think it's about 15 or 20 tiles they'll run for, then they'll stop. But if you keep chasing them while they're still running within those tiles, they'll just keep running. But eventually they will stop if you keep chasing them. Okay, so it stopped. I'll get a bit closer. Tame. Again, where's that 15 gone? There it is. Now, naturally, as you'd expect, the higher your taming skill gets, the faster it will be that you, the less materials you're required to tame the animal. Quality 1, perfect. Where's that quality 1 gone? There it is. Anything lower than that? There's a 19 there. Ah, it ran away. And that, guys, basically is how you tame animals. That stop running. There's really not that much to it, taming the animals. But just remember, once you get your taming to 60, and you come across a horse or a moose, go ahead and tame it, even if you don't really need it. There it is over there. Anything lower than 28, 26. Tame that one again. There we go. So we've got 2 sows. Awesome. And that's gotten me to 58. So I might go to that board that we saw back there, and I might see if I can tame that just to get to 60, and then I will go ahead and see if I can tame a horse or a moose if I can find one. And that's going to be tricky because they don't often spawn. Sometimes you can get lucky and just find horses. Sometimes you can get unlucky and not find a damn animal. Just by where you are. Use this boar. Now, if the animal does attack you, just run away. Just run away from it. There we go. We've got 60, so I'm going to get out of here. I don't get too close to that bory boar. And I'm going to go ahead and keep searching until I can see if I can find a horse somewhere. Or a moose. And we'll tame that. Now, to tame the horse or the moose, I think I need carrots. I'm just looking on the wiki on my second screen. Yeah, carrots or apples. Well, there's plenty of apples around here, so I'm going to pick some of those and hope that we can find a horse or a moose. All right, I'll see you guys shortly, and hopefully we get to ride a horse home. All right, talk to you guys soon. Okay, guys, great news. I've finally just found a horse. I've actually had to go all around the map to find one, and I've finally found one. I was actually asking my friend in GM mode, because it was taking me now about 2 hours to try and find one. I was asking my friend how to turn GM mode on and just spawn one in just for the purposes of the video. But just as I said that, I turned around and bam, there was one right in front of me. So, this is a wild horse. Now, like any other animal, taming them is the same sort of process. It's literally getting within a distance of them and giving them the correct food. So here's the horse. There we go. Tame. Now, it will display things that they don't actually eat, and they will definitely fail. So I'm just going to try this 54 quality apple. This one again. There we go. We just got a horse, guys. That is how you tame a horse. Now, once you've tamed the horse, this is a female. It's age 45. It's fertile. And its quality is 33. So it's a pretty crappy quality horse, but it doesn't matter at this stage. It's better than running everywhere. Now, I've actually been attacked by 2 wolves as well, trying to find these den. That's why my health's gone down a little bit. So make sure you watch out for wolves. The second wolf that attacked me, I didn't even see it. I didn't even know it was there. Okay? And this is during the day as well. Nighttime, they're pretty easy to see because the eyes will glow white. So keep in mind when you're out and about taming and you're concentrating trying to find something, that there is the whisker of wolves. Bears are a bit easier to see just because they're so big, but wolves are tricky, they're fast. And if you do get attacked by a wolf, just keep running and eventually it will stop chasing you. Right, so we have a horsey. Now, once we get a stallion and a stable, okay, we can actually breed horses. Now, horses are a great way of getting bones and meat and things like that. So if you want to ride the horse, once you've got the deed in your inventory, you just right click on it and left click on release. And the bar will fill up, and kablamo, you're on the horse. Right, we have a horse. So I am going to ride this baby back to base, and I'm so excited we have a horse, guys. This makes things so much faster to get around on. Okay, so I'll ride this back to base, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like. Any questions, leave it in the comments, guys, and I'll answer it as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And again, I appreciate everyone who's come by and watched the series through this far. It's highly appreciated. Okay? Thanks, guys. See you later.